Welcome to Texarkana Gameday. Please be advised that this broadcast is the copyrighted property of Texarkana Gameday. It is intended for private, non-commercial use only. Any public display, rebroadcast, or commercial use of this stream without a valid licensing agreement is strictly prohibited. For information on licensing opportunities, please visit us at Texarkana Gameday.
All right, folks, welcome to Pleasant Grove Hawks Stadium as the Hawks prepare to march into week 2 of district play versus the Spring Hill Panthers. And Jay, a little bit of a sticky night out there for football, but a night of a lot of celebration. And you got some folks here from your graduating class enjoying some of the festivities. And Hawk Stadium may look a little bit different than it did back when you guys graduated a few years ago.
Yeah, I had a couple of classmates already coming to the stadium a little bit early, and early enough for me to tour a couple of them around. And one of them was a 3-year starter at Pleasant Grove, and showed him the field house and the amenities that were inside of there. And I'm not even going to say that he was impressed. He was proud.
That's awesome.
And so it was good to visit, and looking forward to visiting them a little bit during halftime and towards the end of the game. And then tomorrow we're going to go and do some Mexican food as a group.
There you go. Nice.
And so we've got a big time. But we've got a lot of great things to celebrate. We had senior night for a couple of groups. And then I want to give a shout-out to the tennis team.
Man.
And so we had news today that they have made it to state. But tell us about tonight's seniors.
Yeah, so tonight we had band, showstoppers, and cheer seniors. And, of course, one of those band seniors out there, a little flute player. I care quite a bit about, so it was good to get to celebrate them, and super proud of her. And we're going to turn it over to the PA now for tonight's national anthem. All right. Always a great rendition by the Pride in Motion Band. And had those seniors out there tonight, so that was a good time. And crazy how quickly that happens. And, Jay, you and your class probably say crazy how quick it happens 35 years ago. I guess I'm 25, so that's not good. So,
35 years ago, this was our practice field.
Right, yep.
And these great stands that our home side gets to sit on. As an athlete, you hated it because running up the hill.
This was the hill we ran up and down, huh?
And so I'm glad that there's stadium seating here now.
Awesome. You see the captains out there on the field. Miss Stephanie Knowles is the Hawk Teacher of the Week, selected by the football team to join them out there on the team as one of the captains.
This teacher is chosen by the team. Our Teacher of the Week is
Jaden Scales and KJ Greer. Some of the teams, and Miss Knowles, a breast cancer survivor, and you can see the Hawks in the pink and black jerseys, kind of a special edition that came from BSN this year as a way to recognize some of those people who have fought cancer. And so congratulations to Miss Knowles. She's in remission from there, and so it's good to see all those kids love on her a little bit. So in the middle of all the pomp and circumstance and that, Jay, we're going to have ourselves a football game. The Hawks 1-0 in district play and really trying to get geared up in the last 4 games to try to make a deep playoff run. What are some things that you're looking for out of this Hawk team tonight as we get ready to take on the Spring Hill Panthers?
Well, I know that this is going to be a close game as we get started the first quarter or so. I think that it'll be pretty close, but Spring Hill is very, very heavy on two-way athletes, and so I expect the depth of Pleasant Grove to start getting into them, towards the end of the second quarter or so. And I think, the second half is definitely going to be an opportunity for Pleasant Grove to sort of duplicate last week, where we get to see a lot of different names out on the field. And, speaking of last week, the team did set a record in points, scoring 77 points, and 10 different Hawks scored last week. I don't think that's going to be the case this week.
No.
Spring Hill is definitely a well-coached team, and, offensively, I think that they've got some strength there.
And so, and that's exactly right. I don't think this is going to be a game like we saw last week for sure. Rocco Norris with the ball teed up, a little onside kick, bounces in the air. It's going to be touched by Spring Hill, but they touched it before it went to 10 yards, so that'll be a penalty, and the Hawks are actually going to have really good field position because of that. And so Spring Hill coming out trying a little bit of trickeration to start off here early in the ball game.
Yeah, last week, Colt Yancey, quarterback, had a very, very good game. He took his passing yards to more than 1,000 yards for the season. And so I expect to see Pleasant Grove to have that balanced approach tonight. Look to see a lot of Nick Bells, who is going to be number 0 for this game. That'll be the only jersey change that we know of. And so we'll see how Pleasant Grove comes out of here early as they face these Spring Hill team.
Yep, so they're going to add 5 yards to it for the illegal touching, so that'll move it down to the 43-yard line. And, they didn't have a number 13 jersey in the right size in these uniforms, so Nick Bells will be rocking the 0, and he'll get his carry first, but now a little reverse pitch. And this is back to Spencer Browning, and Spencer Browning around the right side, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Hawks. Spencer Browning on the first play of the game goes 43 yards away.
So Pleasant Grove comes out early with some trickery, and one touch, one score, and not even enough time for the clock to even take any seconds off. So we're going to be looking at a Spencer Browning score from the 40-yard line. First touch of the game, and welcoming him back. He had a couple weeks where he was playing some baseball, and we've got an extra point that is up and good. So Pleasant Grove leads 7-0 with only 3 seconds off the clock, and we'll go to a commercial break.
At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we provide fast and compassionate emergency care for all ages. From cardiology to pediatric to outpatient imaging, our board-certified physicians are dedicated to exceptional care when you need it most. Our on-site laboratory offers full diagnostic testing, including MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, and ultrasounds, allowing for comprehensive care in one location. Conveniently located off Calhoun Creek Road, open 24/7, we're ready to help you feel better faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com today.
All right, folks, welcome back. And Spencer Browning with the touchdown run, like you say, is the Hawks with a little bit of trickery here. Now we got the clock set. I don't know what they're trying to get us to set it to, so we'll hang on just a minute. We'd run it. I think they're trying to get something changed. Had a little bit of score bout malfunction.
Regardless of what the time will end up being, it was quick.
It was very quick. It was very quick.
As a matter of fact, it may be the quickest because I think even a kickoff return would take longer than what that took.
Good gosh almighty. They're going to give us all those problems in about 4 seconds. All right. Sorry about that. This into the end zone, and so Spring Hill will have it on their own 25-yard line. We got real close to having an FCC situation there, Jay.
Well, the good thing is we're streaming, so
yeah, thank you.
FCC won't necessarily contact us since we're not on radio.
I appreciate you trying to hide under the desk, though.
But But nope, this Pleasant Grove defense is going to come out for its first opportunity tonight, and they have had a phenomenal year as well. Really only giving up, right at 260 total yards per game. 11 turnovers that they've caused, 6 of those being interceptions.
So Brody Proctor is their quarterback. He's going to hand off tailback in the middle, and he gets a pretty good push. Picks up right near first down yardage. He does. It'll be first down. All on the first carry of the game, so a big pickup there by Coleman Stout.
Yeah, Spring Hill did a little hurry-up offense here. Gets
Quickly back to the line. Proctor to the right, hands it off to Stout again. This time the Hawks bottle him up after a 4-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 6 to go now. So Panthers trying to spread it out a little bit.
I like to look at these jerseys. I can see the numbers very well.
Yeah, if they put a little white outline on them, even better. Buck Anderson came down to make the stop there. It's good to see Spencer Browning back out there. He's had some really good opportunities with baseball and came out tonight to remind us, hey, I can do some things out here in the pads as well. Sack on the play there.
Yeah, Jalen Foster delicately drops the quarterback for a tackle for loss.
Make it third down and 8 to go now, after Jalen Foster adds a sack to his season total.
Yeah, he is now at 7.5, and last year he had 7, so he has now exceeded his sack total from last year and has a very good chance of breaking the school record. There's another tackle for
Stout met
loss.
in the backfield, and he is dropped immediately. That time it's big number 45, Kai Ringwood, coming up from the defensive end position. Hawks with a man a little bit slow to get up out there. That's Terrell Patton, senior linebacker. Holding on to his thigh just a little bit. May have got
Terrell is
taking
second.
a shot there.
Yeah, he is second on the team in tackles, so we definitely are hopeful that that's going to be maybe just a cramp or something that's going to be minor. He is getting back up on his feet, so hopefully that'll be all right. But yeah, Kai Ringwood has really stepped up the last couple of games, and getting the call with us losing Kedron Smith, and he's done a real good job on that defensive end position there.
So now the Panthers in punt position on fourth down and 10. James Solomon be standing back near the 30-yard line, waiting on this punt. Once we get off the field over here with Patton, he is able to get off on his own, so maybe just banged up there just a little bit. Goodness gracious. And now we roll it ready to go. Clock will be rolling inside of 10 minutes to go here on this change of possession. Spring Hill did get one first down. Now they got the punt unit in. A little line drive punt toward the visiting sideline, and it will bounce out of bounds at the 34. And so the Hawks force a punt on defense. And the offense will be back out on the field on the 34-yard line. We've had exactly one offensive play, resulting in a touchdown. So that may be, I don't know if we've seen that play from the Hawks so far this year. And again, I think you could tell, I think Spencer knew once he got to about the 25-yard line, there was nobody between him and the end zone, and he was fired up to get out there involved in that. Hawks will send two receivers out to the right side, one to the left side. Walker Wright's in the right slot. Yancey wants to throw. Firing down the field, has a man there, and it's caught. That's Jamarian Richardson. Richardson at the 20, 10, 5, dives all the way down near the 1. It's first and goal, Hawks. Jamarian J. Richardson ran past the defender, was just shy of the end zone. It'll be first and goal, Hawks.
Yeah, J. Rich there was shot out of there like a cannon, stealing that
moving
from Billy Lavender, but he had to come back for the ball just a little bit, but able to get tripped up just before getting into the end zone.
Yancey has Nick Bells to his right in the backfield. He's trying to figure out. There was some confusion with the way people were lined up as he looked over at the coaches to see what the call was. He decided to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with him when you're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's 1st and goal, Hawks at the 2. Yancey wants to throw, fires, caught, Walker Wright, touchdown Hawks. The senior Walker Wright from the H-back position.
Yeah, Walker Wright adds a touchdown to his total. He's now at 5 touchdown receptions. That one is going to run his average, though, since it was only a 2-yard pass.
A little 2-yard pass there.
So he's probably okay with that.
Waiting on Silas Yowell's extra point. Kick is up. It is good. 9:25 remaining in the first quarter. Hawks 14, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units.
All right, folks, welcome back. James Solomon with the ball teed up for the Hawks. Once again, high end-over-end kick will go into the end zone. And so once again, Spring Hill will start on their own 25-yard line. Hawk defense did allow a first down on the first play from scrimmage for Spring Hill, but then after that, a couple of negative plays in a row forced a 4th down punt and got the Panthers on the field, and Hawks quickly answered back with a 2-play touchdown drive. So now Spring Hill back out there. Brody Proctor is the quarterback. He is a sophomore. Has one receiver split wide to each side. Hands the ball off to the tailback, trying to bounce it outside to the right, and he gets about 5 yards before he is brought down out in the open field. Seth Goonlock coming up to make that stop. He's getting a lot of playing time in place of Jace Elrod, senior, who is out over here. Also last week we saw Wyatt Neal go down. He is in the knee brace and some crutches over on the sideline. 2nd down and 6, flag on the play. We'll have a false start. I watched this receiver down here on this edge, Jay. He was real wiggly on that last play, and I think the coaches saw something over here and maybe said something to the head linesman, and this time he caught him. That's Jolin Jackson, and he just got moving a little bit too early. 5-yard penalty will move it back across the 25-yard line to the 24, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I was a wide receiver and I was looking across the line and I saw number 2, Jay Rich, on the other side, that I was going to have a very good night.
Yeah.
Even targets. That's been one of the things that's been so impressive to me is just the lack of targets that have been thrown just because Jay Rich is over there.
Yeah, they don't even want to try it. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage now. And it's going to be a delay of game. Took a little bit too long to talk about it. And so, delay of game penalty will back Spring Hill up 5 yards. And they didn't like what they saw in the defense, but they could not get reset.
Yeah, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 16, probably going to be the same play call. So
Yeah.
just get back up on the line and get the ball hiked.
So now we'll see if we can get something going. A little tight formation with only one man out wide. A little sweep around with number 12 again, and he is rocked, hit hard in the backfield. That's Braylon Thomas, another sophomore for Spring Hill, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, Terrell Patton coming in for the tackle there. Glad to see him back out on the field, and that actually takes him to leading the team in tackles at 53.
I tell you look up and down this Spring Hill roster, they have a lot of sophomores on there, and they keep going. They may be a team that can make some noise here in the next couple of years as these guys mature and grow. 3rd down and 17 to go now. Hawks on defense. Proctor wants to throw, fires, caught. Good pass there. You see James Solomon come up to try to get in front of it. Couldn't get a hand on it. Receiver was bottled up immediately, wrapped up by Buck Anderson. Does get it inside the sticks. It'll make it 4th down and 7. Still the punt team comes in. Solomon will be standing near the Hawk 45-yard line waiting on the punt.
Yeah, aggressive play there by Solomon. Not sure I tried to coach that out of the player.
No.
As he was very close to 2 things, either one knocking it down or taking it in himself.
He really had some good backup coming right behind him there with Anderson to wrap up the receiver. A pretty good pass there by Proctor to fire it in there. Punt bobbled around just a little bit, and it will be blocked, and the Hawks are going to fall on it. And Pleasant Grove is going to have extremely short field position.
Yeah, that is Foster with the block and the recovery to give Pleasant Grove great field position.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. The Hawks have scored 2 times on 3 plays. A long run by Spencer Browning, a long reception by Jamarian Richardson, and then a short 2-yard touchdown pass by Walker Wright. Counts for 100% of the Hawk offense so far this evening. Nick Bell's still the tailback. He'll be lined up to the left side of Yancey in the backfield. Move the receiver over, hand it off to Bells. Nick Bell's looking for some room in the middle. He'll weave his way down near the 6-yard line. It'll make it 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, Nick Bells and Marcus Floyd and Palmer Gibbs are all averaging more than 6 yards a touch.
Well, that has to make those big guys up front happy when they can help their tailbacks have that sort of average.
Nick Bells leads that at 7.8 every time he touches it.
2 receivers out wide to the right side, 1 to the left side. Fincher out here on the right side by himself. They try to get it to him. No, excuse me, that's Jack Serene's. Sails over his head. Incomplete. He's fighting for position there. That one a couple of feet over the top of his head. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal now.
Yeah, I think Jack Serene's going to be one of those players by the end of the year that Colt Yancey's going to feel very comfortable just throwing those 50-50 balls up to. And with him being in addition to Spencer Browning and Camden Harris.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a big-bodied receiver. I'd like to see them try to get some stuff to him. This one, though, is caught. Touchdown complete to Jaden Scales. Kind of run the same little flood zone route there, and this time throw it to the inside guy's Scales. It'll be a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, Jaden goes up, high points it, and is able to bring that down for his 3rd touchdown reception of the year.
He got one in last week as well. Y'all's kick is up. It is good. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the first quarter. Hawks lead it 21-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day. right, folks, welcome back. 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. The Hawks lead it by 3 scores. After a touchdown run by Spencer Browning, a 2-yard reception by Walker Wright, and this time a 6-yard touchdown reception by Jaden Scales. Pair that with a stingy Hawk defense, and the Hawks with the early 3-score advantage. And again, James Solomon says, I'll just kick this one out of the end zone. I'll tell you, that's a pretty good skill to have. There's a day I can remember, Jay, where that wasn't a guarantee in Sunday games, much less Saturday games.
Yeah, the legs are getting stronger at all levels. I mean, you've got record field goals being attempted at both college and pro level this year for sure. But, you've got a strong soccer program here.
Yep.
And so, therefore, that has led to Pleasant Grove having some pretty good kickers over the past few years.
Spring Hill back out on offense from the 25-yard line. Quarterback wants to throw, hit as he throws. This one incomplete, and I tell you, that one, the receiver just tried to take off running before he saw that one all the way in, and Proctor hit Joseph Ventura just right in the hands.
Yeah, Seth was over there in the coverage, and it may have just been footsteps that helped draw the eyes of the receiver away just long enough to not be able to bring that ball into his basket.
2nd down and 10, 2 receivers out wide. Hand off to tailback right in the middle. Oh, the quarterback kept it, so a little read option there. Was able to fool me, but was not able to fool the Hawk defense. Yeah, pick up a 4 yards on the play, make it 3rd down and 6 now.
Yeah, Anderson coming in there for the stop. And Buck Anderson has retaken the team lead with tackles at 53.5.
A little back and forth action. Quarterback wanting to throw. He's going to be sacked and brought down in the backfield. What an incredible amount of closing speed there at the end of that.
Yeah, Ringwood really puts the pressure on, and just no chance. All the coverage there was phenomenal by the defensive backfield, but Kyle Ringwood there just dragging him to the ground for a sack, and now a 4th and about 14, and the punt team is on the field.
Punter standing back near the 10. He bobbled the last one and had it blocked. Let's see if he can get this one off. He does. Little line drive punt, bounces at the 45-yard line across midfield and roll out at the opposite 44. And so the Hawk defense, for the 3rd drive in a row, forces a punt.
Pleasant Grove field position has definitely been to their advantage tonight.
A little programming note for you. Most of the time on a Friday night, you see all the video coverage and the switching and all that kind of stuff. Caleb Coleman has been running that for us. Coleman Productions works with the folks at Gameday. But tonight, Olivia Coleman, his wife, who is our newly minted PGTV teacher, is up there. They just had some twins, and they're still growing and getting a little bit stronger up in the NICU in Little Rock. So she's coming to work here for a couple of weeks, and so she's up there calling the shots tonight in the control room. And so good to see her, and has some of our student camera operators out there working as well. And so we're really excited about what she's going to get going to get that program built up. Colton Yancey wants to throw, fires, has a man open, caught is Jamarian Richardson at the 40. He makes a man miss at the 30, makes a miss at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Hawks, Jamarian Richardson. 56 yards away.
So the player of that one, besides Jay Rich, Marcus Floyd, did a great block behind Yancey to allow him to set his feet and make a great throw. Jay Rich with a great step there on the sideline to be able to get his touchdown tonight. His first touch came a little short.
Yep.
He got it on his own that
time.
time.
You know, he probably wanted another chance at that. Yao waits to kick. It is up, and it is good. 4:07 now remaining in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 28-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
For over 20 years, Hoover Stone and Stucco has been building and restoring exteriors that last. And now that same expert knowledge powers Hoover Soft Wash. We understand how stone, stucco, brick, and siding are built, so we know exactly how to clean them the right way. No high-pressure damage, just safe, professional soft washing that protects your home or business. Trust the team that knows exteriors inside and out. Hoover Stone and Stucco, Hoover Soft Wash. Experience built in.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. Hawks leading at 28-0.
I think we're going to have to call the T-shirt company and see if they can go ahead and print some more shirts. So we've had a few shot into the stands tonight.
We have had quite a few shot into the stands tonight.
So we're going to have another touchback by Solomon. So Spring Hill is going to get a chance to bring it out to the 25. And at this point in time at Spring Hill, you're just looking to have a couple of first downs in a row just to try to get some momentum going their way. And you've got to start thinking, when do we start seeing some other new faces on the offensive side for Pleasant Grove? But, I mean, you can't do that in the first quarter.
No, you got to get out there and play and get your guys some reps, because next week we travel to Gilmer. Spring Hill, some audibles at the line there. 7 seconds on the play clock. Get a little handoff gut draw. Hawks make a tackle and bottle him up there after a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Positive play there by Spring Hill. Gets him a 2nd and manageable here. Let's go defense waiting for Spring Hill to show their formation.
Spring Hill, little late pitch. And the Hawks back there on it quickly. Side to side has not been good for the Panthers tonight. Buck Anderson, the first man back there to bring the receiver down, and Spring Hill just trying to do anything they can to get some folks out in space.
Yeah, Solomon coming in from his safety position. And you mentioned Gilmer. Gilmer and Vandal are playing each other, and Van leads them 14-10. They're still in the first quarter.
Well, that's what I was, yeah.
Pittsburgh and North Lamar. Pittsburgh leads 14-0, and Atlanta already up 14-0 over Liberty Island.
That's a big game there on South 59 over there for sure. Those are two teams that certainly don't want each other to win. Spring Hill had a timeout there, but, that Gilmer-Van game, Jay, is one of those that I think is very interesting. I don't know what Gilmer has this year. And I don't know. Van will be the last game of the season, and the way it's lining out, if they pull out a win tonight, that one may be for all the marbles and all the seeding as we get ready to head into the playoffs at the end of the year.
Yeah, because you've got Gilmer, Pleasant Grove, and Van coming into this week with 1-0 records in district, and so those three matchups are going to determine first, second, third.
Absolutely.
I don't want to put too far out there. I mean, Pittsburgh has come in with a pretty stout record of 4-2, but they are 0-1 in district play, so they could come up and get in that second, third, possibly fourth spot in this district as well.
I think Pittsburgh is a lot better team than they have been, and certainly Pleasant Grove have the easiest 2 games in district to start off, and then we'll end up with Gilmer, Pittsburgh here at home, and then Van in the last game of the season. And so a good thing there. A good little late pitch that time connects with the receiver running around the corner there. That's Braylon Thomas.
Looks like he's going to be a little short of the first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
I tell you, Proctor held on to that ball about as long as he could before he made the pitch. Butler knocks him out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th and
yeah, I think
not very much at all.
I think where the referee marked it, it was going to be short. But where the referee put the ball down, if I'm Spring Hill, I'm going to ask for I'm going to ask for the chains to
sitting
go
all the way out there. That's what I say. This is where the ball is.
And of course, the referee, the side, he is having them back that up.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, and he is on their sideline over there. And the other line judge came out and said, "This is not." Because I'm like you, Jay. I'm like, if the 35 is the line to gain, that ball's sitting on it. So big 4th down coming here. Spring Hill uses their second timeout of the first half. They only have one remaining.
I've got one of my fellow classmates just texted me. His nickname is Wizzy, and so he's here tonight, wanting to know when he's going to be able to see me come out of the press box.
You tell him it's not that fun to see.
True.
Spring Hill on 4th down, dropped in the backfield. First man back there is Javion Butler for the Hawks. And junior cornerback comes down, and the Hawks will have good field position once again. The turnover on downs will be at the plus 33.
Yeah, that brings up a very, very efficient Pleasant Grove offense. I've been one to jinx us before, but we did have some discussions on the other end of the press box where I believe they said that Pleasant Grove scored on their last 15 chances to touch the ball. See if they can keep that going in this first quarter here. 2:28 remaining. Pleasant Grove leading 28-0.
Sorry, I'm having to do a little day job work here. Got some weather potentially messing with some band plans tomorrow. Need to get some things ironed out and adjusted.
And that's okay because we've got some discussions going on with the
Yeah,
White Hat.
everybody's out here trying to figure out what we're talking about. This White Hat referee, he and I were talking up there. I think he's been over here to the gym a whole lot. Said he's never been to this football field before, but I know him a lot from basketball. 1st and 10 Hawks now at the 33-yard line. Hand the ball off to Palmer Gibbs. He spins off of a tackle at the 25-yard line. He'll be down to the 20. Good hard running there by the junior Palmer Gibbs. 1st and 10 Hawks at the 20.
Yeah, it looked like that play was developed to go towards the outside, but he saw a hole break in the middle and able to pinball himself through there and makes a little cut there and is able to advance the chains for Pleasant Grove as the first down evolves from that run.
Hawks out now. Serena and Fincher to the right side. Browning by himself to the left. He throws. It's caught. Jack Serene at the 15-yard line. He brought down near the 13. Pickup of 6 yards. And bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, Walker Wright did a great job coming across the line in his H-back position to take care of the backside of Yancey there as he turned to make that completed pass.
Second down and 4. 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side. Yancey wants to throw left. Caught out of the backfield. That's Landon Fincher, and he is in. Touchdown, Landon Fincher.
So that is going to be Landon Fincher's first touchdown of the year, and he is going to increase his average reception as well, as that is a 14-yard pass reception. His average coming into the game was 12.5, so good little pass and catch there by Colt Yancey to Fincher.
So the junior Fincher, as you say, getting his first score of the season. And Silas Yao kicks this one all the way to the field house. 1:14 now remaining in the first quarter. Hawks up 35-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Family owned and operated. State-of-the-art equipment. Largest slab yard in Texarkana. With a knowledgeable sales staff that's ready to serve you.
There have been 9 drives in the first quarter. And the Hawks have scored on 5 of those. Spring Hill has either punted or had a turnover on downs on the other 4. This one was all the way back. They call a fair catch. Fair catch will bring it out to the 20-yard line or the 25. And you can see the coach is telling him, do not do that. Brings it out to the 25-yard line. Fair catch inside. Is it inside the 10? I know it's somewhere down there if you fair catch it inside that, Eric. Some of those new rules. 1:14 here still remaining in the first quarter. And a 35-minute first quarter. Little gut draw handoff, and the Hawks are waiting for it. Nowhere to go for the ball carrier. Like number 15 for Pleasant Grove, Jalen Foster, the first man in there.
Yeah, just a swarm of Hawks there to make that stop. For a second there, I thought the quarterback had kept it.
I'm telling you, they run that little read option pretty good. If you look at their line, they don't have any big guys other than maybe the right tackle's decent size in the center. But I'll tell you, if they get some good guys up there blocking, they've got some skill players and some young guys that potentially Spring Hill could have something here in a couple years.
And he kept it that time and should have given it away. That's another tackle for loss there by Foster.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I thought the tailback had it, Jay. I was watching, and I thought we were about to get in trouble for hitting the quarterback, but it turns out he had the ball. And Jalen Foster just continues to accumulate tackles for loss.
And this defense just continues to put Spring Hill in third and long positions. And Spring Hill not able just to get any momentum. I believe just one first down so far.
And mercifully, at least it's the end of the first quarter. We'll flip the field, come back for the second stanza just after this. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here, and we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will.
All right, folks, welcome back here to start the second quarter. It's third down and 13. We'll swing pass out of the backfield. complete to Braylon Thomas, but really not much after that. The Hawks on that immediately. Jaden Scales will bring down the receiver right at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, another punt situation here for Spring Hill. So Solomon is back to try to get his paws on it and get a little bit better field position. We've seen at least one errant snap by Spring Hill so far tonight.
Okay, a little high snap. They are able to get it out. Hawks don't even send a rush out there. And so this punt will still set the Hawks up in a relatively short field position.
That's going to be right at, I guess, around the 41-yard line. Pleasant Grove offense coming back out once again. And the only rushing TD we've had tonight is the opening play, which was a reverse by Browning.
We'll hand this one off. No, Nick Bell's tried to flip forward there. I don't know, kind of got tripped up there behind the line. I don't know exactly what the deal was with that. 2nd down and 9, little 1-yard gain. Hawks with tempo quickly back out there. And off to Bell's coming left, cuts it back into the middle. Nick Bell's now into the secondary. Crosses midfield. He'll get down to the Spring Hill 41-yard line. It'll move the sticks. 1st and 10, Pleasant Grove. And again, quickly back to the line. Butler and Browning to the left. Bells again on the carry. Picks up 5 yards down to the 36.
Yeah, Nick Bells came into this game with 496 yards and is close to about 550 right now.
Little pitch this time. Javion Butler trying to come around the right side. Butler cuts it up at the opposite hash near the numbers. Still on his feet down inside the 15. He'll be brought down around the 12. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks. Javion Butler, he scored on a big long kickoff return last week. And now sort of shows off that same speed there around the curve. They need to put him as the 3rd leg on the sprint relay.
Yeah, he had a good cut back to the inside there to get a few more yards and drug a Spring Hill player a couple of yards there at the end.
Hawks are going to spread them out with 2 to each side now. Yancey wants to throw, looking left toward the end zone. Oh, my goodness, Spencer Browning, ladies and gentlemen. What an incredible one-handed catch to pull it in. Touchdown, Hawks.
How he was able to bring that back down with one hand is just absolutely incredible. That's some of that third base play coming into play here on the football field. Great throw there by Colt Yancey. Good protection there by Spring Hill, but just to getting out-athleted. Phenomenal play there.
That young man will get paid to play with a small white ball, but he's going to have fun with the football in the meantime. Kick is up and good. 9:34 remaining in the first half. Hawks 42, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove. Touch me if you've heard this before. James Solomon with the ball teed up, ready to kick off once again, this time after a Spencer Browning touchdown reception. 12-yard touchdown reception. The yardage, though, not nearly as impressive as the way he was able to see that ball in for the score. Solomon sends the return man for Spring Hill back into the end zone. Maybe a little bit of frustration there as he was trying to see if he could maybe do something with it. Instead, it'll once again be a touchback.
Yeah, Spring Hill is just facing a Pleasant Grove offense and defense that is just putting on a clinic on both sides of the ball tonight.
Every single Spring Hill drive has started on their own 25-yard line. They have not added much to it since then. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Get everybody in tight in this formation. Hand off, big tailback, trying to run something up in the middle. That's number 5, Devin Webb. He's a junior running back for them. Picks up maybe a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 to go.
Yeah, Jamie King gets in there and just wraps up and is able to bring him down just after a 1-yard gain at best.
Jamie King's a sophomore defensive tackle. I think that young man's going to have some folks coming wanting to talk to him as his next couple of years progress. 2nd down and 9 to go. Again, a stuff right at the line of scrimmage. Brings the ball carrier down. Foster, the first man in there for the Hawks.
You know, we've made a couple of comments where they've tried to get the ball outside in the running game and just can't get to the edge and just not having much success inside either. Pleasant Grove defense starting to be able to put a little pressure on the line.
3rd down and 8 to go. With a bit of a high snap. Quarterback wants to throw, looking into the middle, and it's caught. We'll see where they give forward progress. Looks like this will be enough to move the chains. The receiver did a good job, just ran a little 8-yard hitch out there to move the chains, and so Spring Hill showing a little bit of life here.
So Spring Hill seeing some success with this drive. This is their 6th drive of the evening. High snap, pitch outside, and gets just exploded by Solomon coming in from that safety position. Number 12, a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I would be too.
And he may not be able to stay in for this next play.
Yep, he's going to have to come out. James Solomon came downhill with some speed there.
Yeah, you've even got teammates that are pointing. Yeah, the referee called a timeout to give him plenty of time to come off the field. Hopefully he'll be able to shake that off. But Solomon comes up from the safety position and just unloads.
Delivered a shot there. 2nd down and 12 to go after the 2-yard loss.
I think that is going to be Solomon's 35th tackle of the season.
See him out there? He has the head protector on after a little concussion scare a couple weeks ago. Spring Hill's going to have to call their final timeout. They were having a hard time getting the play signaled in. They've had a little bit of confusion at times out there, maybe with a sophomore quarterback, and so they're going to burn their last time out here with 7:15 remaining in the first half. Jay, you start looking at the stats there in the drives, and this has been a whole lot of back and forth with the ball here in the really just first quarter and a little bit.
Yeah, Spring Hill definitely is looking to be able to get this one punched in just to try to sort of change the trajectory of this game. And you have to start having conversations of let's just play this play, and not necessarily worry about the scoreboard anymore.
And then you and I were talking about it there, trying to see what we'll do on the maybe for quarterback. Halter being with JV last night. We got a little flag here, and maybe somebody from Spring Hill started moving
And coming out of a timeout, you know that just irritates a coach.
Absolutely. So the false start will be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll move it back inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. There's some other games around the area that you may find interesting. Redwater is leading DeKalb 7-0 in the first quarter there. Mount Pleasant leading Texas High 7-0. Dangerfield leading Hooks 7-6. This pass intended for number 2, Jackson, sails over his head, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. Carthage is leading Athens 6-0, 7-19 in the first quarter of that one. New Boston up 7-0 over Queen City. Lots of action in the area tonight.
Yeah, Buddy Shelton, a long-time Redwater Dragon fan. I bet you he is excited.
He does like the blue and white.
He does.
2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side. A little confusion there. They thought the tailback was coming from the other side, and he was not. And that is a sack. Dropped in the backfield there. I think that's Zion Lewis coming in to make the stop.
So Spring Hill has a little success, gets a first down, but then just has 3 negative plays in a row.
I don't know if it's that only their second first down of the ball game so far.
That's all that I've got written down.
Got one on the first drive and then one there. Again, every single one of their drives has started on the 25-yard line. Nothing has made it past the 35. Spiraling kick bounces at the Hawk 45-yard line. Takes a good roll for Spring Hill, and it'll be down at the 29-yard line, and so that's where the Hawks will have it. First down and 10. This will be the 7th offensive drive for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, looks like the first-team offense is going to get a chance to go back out there at least one more series. One of the things that we started looking at, I'd say even 3 weeks ago, was just sort of the concern of the efficiency of the offense, but it has been clicking the past 3 games.
We got somebody different back there at quarterback now. A little wildcat situation. Hawks trying to run it around the left side. Moving all the way there, and that is Nick Bells. So a little different look there. Nick Bells running hard at the end of it and trying to shove some defenders down, gets it across midfield to the Spring Hill 45-yard line. And now Yancey coming back out
looks like
there on the field.
Spring Hill player.
Somebody for, just a little bit slow to get up over here. That's Quentin Cutler.
His left shoulder, he was grabbing that pretty fiercely.
He and Bells running into each other. You see Miss Bridges out there maybe helping him, trying to see what's going on with that shoulder. Maybe it's a little first assessment there. And that's something you're going to notice a whole lot of times. Regardless of how something works, you get a kid hurt on the opposite sideline. Usually that trainer and some of that staff's going to be out there immediately trying to make sure they're okay. One of those common things when you get a bunch of folks in the kid business.
Well, and that's also one of the things that whenever I was given the tour of the field house, pointed out just the training facilities that we have here for our athletes is just top notch, world class.
Well, and it's really nice too for our kids that want to go into those types of things. I mean, Miss Bridges down there can teach them through. They can come out with their phlebotomy certifications. Of course, they learn all the CPR and those types of things, and kids can come out with their certified pharmacy tech. And so having those high quality instructors that you see them out here on a Friday night, but then man, during the week they're really teaching kids and giving them some lifelong skills and things that even if a kid doesn't want to go into the medical field, they can go work as a pharmacy tech during college while they're paying for something else, and get it done. And so just some pretty impressive stuff. And man, what a great group of folks down there led by led by Stephanie Bridges for sure.
So got Marcus Floyd in the backfield.
Yancey fakes to him, throws. This one caught. Bam Harris. He's going to get just back to the line of scrimmage. That play took just a little bit to get started, and Bam did a good job to get out of the backfield and get back to the original line of scrimmage. I can see them maybe just try to get him something over the top a little bit.
Yeah, over the top, or just maybe something on the wide side of the field to give him some space. His ability to be able to break tackles at times has been one of his strengths. Those yards after first contact.
Terrell Ward out there at receiver right now as well. Jabry in Baltimore. Ian Ward got his first touchdown last week. This time just a handoff straight up the middle to Marcus Floyd. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play to bring up 3rd down and 6.
And that play did take us under the 5-minute mark, remaining here in the second quarter here in the game.
Just a reminder, we will bring you halftime here. We have a very special performance with our cheerleaders and our showstoppers together. A performance that they are doing in recognition of breast cancer awareness. So you want to see that. It's pretty impressive to see all those girls out there together working, and it's pretty neat to see what they do. They did it today at the pep rally, and you're certainly going to want to see that during halftime. And then, of course, we will bring you the Pleasant Grove Hawk Band as well. Marcus Floyd bounces this one out to the right side, breaks the tackle near the line of scrimmage. There's going to be a flag on the play. Floyd gets it inside the 5. It's 1st and goal, but I have a feeling we're going to have a holding out there on the outside. Usually when you see somebody break free like that and a flag come in on it, it's probably because someone got their hands just a little bit too far outside.
Yeah, I think I know who did it, but I'm not going to say their name because I don't know for sure. But he was well past him whenever he decided to hold.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you shake, and I do think it was probably one of the guys up front, because you got coach here is – my brain just went. Coach Epstein, he is all the way out, maybe near the – all the way out past the numbers. I'm sure he's just telling that young man, sir, I'd like to remind you of how we're supposed to do this and not do this. I'm sure that's all he was telling him, but certainly some frustration there from Coach Epstein.
Well, and I will say the last few games have been some relatively clean games as far as penalties go for Pleasant Grove, so it's definitely not something that we've seen a lot of here recently.
So it moves it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st down and 10. We'll start over there. There's only 5 seconds on the play clock. Better get this thing snapped off, and they do. Pitch out. This is caught. Is that Baltimore out there?
That's what I was thinking. It did not look like Cam. No, that was Cam.
Okay. So Camden Harris out there on the reception. Picks up probably 4 yards on the play. Down to the 31-yard line. 3 minutes now remaining here in the first half.
Got Palmer Gibbs in the backfield with Yancey.
2 receivers out left. Wide to the left is Terrell Ward. Yancey fires, caught. This one is caught by Walker Wright, the H-back. He'll be down inside the 20-yard line near the 15. It'll be enough to move the chains. 1st down and 10, and there's another flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get another holding call against the offense. So that's going to back it up and be 2nd down once again.
And so this one will put it behind the sticks.
Pleasant Grove does have 2 timeouts remaining, 2:48 left in this second quarter. We're going to go ahead and call one.
Take one right now. I want to talk about it. This drive kind of slowed down a little bit by penalties. This will be a quick timeout. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, so during the break there, they were highlighting the class of 1990, showing some pictures of those folks from back in the day when they were roaming the halls here at Pleasant Grove High School. And, Jay, you saw some of your classmates up there and even saw a picture of yourself up there. And I tell you, one thing that you've got going for you that maybe some of them other ones don't is you still got all the hairs on top of your head. I'm not sure everybody in your class can say that.
Well, that's true. I do have a few different color hairs than whenever I did walk the halls here.
Yeah, you know. That happens to the best of us. Just go with it and become Santa Claus. That's what I did. Yancey wants to throw, rolls to the left, being flushed out of the pocket, fires down the field, trying to get it to Walker right. Tipped in the air, caught!
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleasant Grove Circus is in town.
Tip drill, tip drill.
2 times tonight. The Hawks have scored on bobbling catches, and once again we've got a hold.
That play's still going to show up on his huddle, but when you get one called back on a penalty, that just hurts just a little bit.
And now I think Coach Epstein may have taken a little exception to that from the officials, and I don't know if maybe sometimes the officials, I think, call the result.
And that may have been why Colt Yancey was able to have the fleet of foot back there, but he did a good job getting back, swinging himself back outside the his lineman, but pointing to Walker to get downfield. Just good connection there between the two, but we have second and a lot, 26.
Hey, and all that means is this going to be a 51-yard touchdown strike instead of a 41-yard touchdown strike.
Bam Harris could appreciate that.
Yeah, see, just try to add to his stuff. And so, Jay, about how many folks from your class do you think we got down there this evening?
If everybody was able to make it in town, I think it's going to be in excess of 50. And then we've got a larger group that is supposed to be at Zapata's tomorrow night at 6:30.
Nice.
And so if anybody wants to come and pay for my meal, just swing on by. I'll be more than happy to let them do it.
Just let them cover your meal down there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, you know, you're probably the most famous as it goes to media personalities.
No, we've got David Crowder.
He's okay. You're second place by a lot, Jay.
Yeah,
I hate to tell you that.
And of course, I don't think he was going to be able to make it in, but I know that he was here a few weeks ago. But it's always good to see success occur.
No, that's very cool.
He's had a very, very successful career as a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I know he popped in at one of the concerts here just a couple of months ago at First Baptist. All right, second down and 3.2 miles. And the Hawks, little pitch this time. Javion Butler, he's going to get it back across midfield. Back right now near the original line of scrimmage at this drive. Or not this drive. This drive started on the 29-yard line, but the line of scrimmage that the Hawks need to get to. It'll be third down and 11 to go.
Nobody's on Spencer Browning.
Using a little tempo here. Yancey rolling left. Wants to throw. Firing toward the end zone, trying to get it to Walker right. Incomplete. Just a little bit too short. The defender had the best chance for that one. And we'll see what the flag is here.
I think they hit the quarterback.
Yep.
So it's going to be an automatic first down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, and so it will may have hit Yancey just a little bit too late.
It looks like they're going to take another break here to have a 2-minute timeout.
And so this is we don't call it a 2-minute warning in high school. We call it a 2-minute break, but it only lasts a minute, so there you go. We'll take a break, though, with them right here at 2 minutes. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Hi, I'm Jay Strickland, second-generation master electrician. This is our team here at Livewire Electrical Services. Your safety is our top priority. That's why with every service call, we do a visual safety inspection for our customers, because small things can turn into big problems if left unchecked. We also offer a Safety and Savings membership plan, which gives you priority booking service, discounts, and an annual safety inspection of your home to make sure your home is protected year-round. We're proud to have been voted Best Electrician in Texarkana for the last 3 years by the Reader's Vault magazine. We have a 4.9 Google rating with over 270 5-star reviews because Texarkana trusts us to get the job done right. So give us a call today and experience the difference, because your home safety starts with us.
Showed up.
Yeah, because Tomlin's drummer or guitarist is Dan Carson's son.
All right, folks, welcome back after the 2-minute warning. That is right.
Two-minute timeout.
I know, but I'm warning folks about it. I refuse to comply.
Yes.
Or they just like to ask the referees, what is this called? He's like, I don't know why they make us do this. Yancey drops back to throw. Caught, 22-yard line. 10-5, touchdown Hawks. Bam Harris.
Yep, Cam Harris was able to get into the end zone with some very good running back across the field. And so he adds a touchdown to his stats as long as there was no flags on the play.
Yeah, I was going to say there were no flags on that play.
So that's his 4th touchdown of the season. Great to see him get back into the end zone.
Waiting on Silas Yowell's extra point. His kick is up. It is good. 1:51 remaining in the first half. Hawks up 49-0. We'll take a break. This is Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day. How long?
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units, whatever you may need. So in the future, if you need anything, please give us a call at Lone Star Heating and Air. We would be glad to take care of all your heating and cooling needs.
All right, folks, welcome back. James Solomon set to kick off again. This one will give Spring Hill with a chance to return from the 14-yard line, and the turn man trying to pick the ball up kneeled on the ground, and so Spring Hill will have their worst starting field position of the evening back at the 15-yard line.
It's been a while since I've done the George Bush not going to do it impression, but he was not going to do it.
He was having none of it.
He was going to take that knee in a heartbeat.
Yep, he said, I'm not interested, sir. I don't want to participate in this foolishness.
So Pleasant Grove has been able to score 7 times so far this half.
Spring Hill now set up. Everybody in tight except for one wide receiver, and they hand the ball off, and the Hawk defense just continuing to swarm. First man back there was Jalen Foster. Got number 33 in there, too. Jaden Stratton, senior linebacker, coming up, getting involved on that play.
Victor Williams, sophomore, is up there on the line. Got a few other new numbers out there. Griffin Gibbs getting some linebacker play. He's actually up on the defensive line right now and makes the play. Good job there by Griffin Gibbs. Able to get through the hole quick. And he adds a tackle for loss. And that is his 8th solo tackle of the season.
So this drive that started on the 15-yard line is now back to the 10 for Spring Hill. 3rd down and 15. Like you said last week, Jay, it might be fun to be out here during a practice and see number 7 and number 9 meet each other in the holes. The twin brothers both approach their position at linebacker and running back respectively with kind of the same outlook. Hand off into the middle, and again, nowhere to go. Loss of a yard on the play. Bring up 4th down and a lot, and I think we're going to be content to let the first half run out like that, and we are. That is going to be your score at the half. Hawks 49, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll get to see the Blue Brigade from Spring Hill. And then you'll see the joint performance of the Showstoppers and the Pleasant Grove Hawk cheerleaders, and then the Pleasant Grove Hawk Band will present Sparks of Illumination. Make sure you check that out. We'll take a break and be back with halftime. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Texarkana College is a great place to start your future. Be workforce ready in 2 years or less, or start college and high school with dual credit. Texarkana College, a great place to start or start over.
Hey, I'm Josh Charette, project manager with 2B Builders. We're a local GC here in Texarkana. We have Lone Star out here doing our heating and AC. They do a good job for us. We really appreciate the customer service that they provide. I know that at Lone Star Heating and Air, I can always call Matt or Dave, their head commercial HVAC guy, and they will always pick up the phone when I need them. And that's a big thing when we're working out here on these commercial projects. Usually when we're in a bind, we need something and we need it pretty quickly, and we can rely on Lone Star for that.
Sports injuries can happen anytime, on the field, on the court, and even in your backyard. At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we treat sprains, fractures, concussions, and more with fast, compassionate care close to home. We're open 24/7 with on-site imaging like x-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, and MRI for quick, accurate diagnosis and treatment all in one place. Let us help you get back to the game faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com for more information.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, Spring Hill High School proudly presents the award-winning Pacesetters Drill Team. Leading the Pacesetters onto the field, the officers from left to right are Junior Lieutenant Isabel Halligan, Senior Lieutenant Danny Batista Magana, First Lieutenant Gabby Batista. Sophomore lieutenant, Neil Catlin. In the center, Captain Addie Mitchell. The social officers are motivational leader Andy Murphy, motivational leader Addie Rodriguez, chaplain Addie Cameron, historian Madison Thibodeau, and President Jacqueline Mitchell. Pacesetter of the week is Emily LaBella Preston. Sponsor of the week is Realtor Tanya Blundell. The pacesetters will be performing a kick routine to Crazy Train. The pacesetters are under the direction of Aileen Coach. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to halftime with the Spring Hill High School Band. As the band prepares to take the field, we ask that you please consider the time and effort each student has put forth in preparation for this performance. Spring Hill High School thanks you in advance for your kind attention. And now we present the Blue Brigade Majorette Flag Lines. The twirl captains are Anna Martin and Emma Jackson. The flag captain is Sophia Barajas. Our majorettes and flags will perform to the hit, I Want Candy. Hill Independent School District is proud to present the Texas UIL Conference 4A silver medalist, the Spring Hill High School Band, under the field direction of drum majors Haley Hooker and Connor Hopkins. Their program includes Fanfare Heroica by Larry Ward, Viking March by K.O. King, Invictus by K.O. King, New Corn Callus by King, and Joyce's 71st New York Regiment by Boyer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Blue Brigade. Congratulations to our marchers of the week, Savannah Walker and Noah Hooks. Section of the week is the percussion. Ladies and gentlemen, Pleasant Grove High School proudly presents, under the direction of Miss Shara Hopkins and Miss Brooklyn Bearden, our spectacular Pleasant Grove cheerleaders and showstoppers. The cheerleader spirit captains are Senior Kinley DeMedio, Junior Mariah Perry. Dance captains are Senior Lexi Ware, Junior Blakely Garrett. Organizational captains are Senior Kennedy Warner and Junior Emmy Grace Stray. The showstoppers officers are Junior Lieutenant Hava Eldridge, Junior Lieutenant Charlie McNeil, Senior Lieutenant Kaylee Bolton. The 2025-2026 showstopper captain is Senior Sophie Douglas. The showstopper of the week is Taylor Hardin Black. Tonight the cheerleaders and showstoppers will perform a combined routine to Survivor.
The Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for your continuing halftime entertainment, the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pleasant Grove Band is led on the field by drum majors senior Eden Venable and sophomores Ivy Meadows and Salman Pasha. Color guard captain is senior Auburn Franklin. Color guard lieutenants are Elisha and Aaliyah Angel. Tonight our senior class is being represented by wearing their letter jackets during our performance. And now the band will perform their 2025 competition show, Sparks of Illumination.
The Pleasant Grove High School band is under the direction of Jim Sutton, assisted by Dennis Sykes, Jody Digby, Kevin Sutton, Anna Sutton, Hannah Prime, and Don Colquitt. Soloists in tonight's performance were snare drummer senior Mason Hemmons, alto saxophone junior Eldon Braza, soprano saxophone junior Gabriel Alabon, euphonium junior Scarlett Bailey, and senior Jackson Teague. Flute soloists were senior Addison Fry and sophomore Ivy Meadows. This week's section of the week is the Battery Percussion. Veterans of the week are Valeria Herrera and Mary Claire Beck. New member of the week are Gabriel Mills Hardy and Daphne Cockrum. We would like to thank the band Booster Club, school board, and administration for their continued support of our program. Also, thank you to the Pleasant Grove corporate sponsors, Leadwell, Doctrinal.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason with Golden Corral in Texarkana. I've got big cheers going out to Lone Star Heating and Air. I talked with Matt Shirley over at Lone Star Heating and Air. They actually came out, looked to see what we needed. They ordered the supplies or the equipment and everything. They came in and they did the install. They did 2 units in one day with no business disruptions whatsoever. Thanks to Lone Star Heating and Air, we got our air up and going and everything's running good.
At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we provide fast and compassionate emergency care for all ages. From cardiology to pediatric to outpatient imaging, our board-certified physicians are dedicated to exceptional care when you need it most. Our on-site laboratory offers full diagnostic testing, including MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, and ultrasounds, allowing for comprehensive care in one location. Conveniently located off Calhoun Creek Road, open 24/7, we're ready to help you feel better faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com today.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
All right, folks, welcome back as we get ready to start the second quarter. Hawks leading at 49-0.
Let's do the second half. Not quarter.
We don't want to do the second quarter again?
No, let's not.
All right, well, we'll make it the second half then, just for you.
Awesome. I feel special. I feel special.
I don't want to keep you and your class out late tonight and y'all miss your dinner party.
True.
Fair catch at the 10. Spring Hill will start once again at their own 25-yard line.
We talked about it a little bit at the end of the second quarter there, but the efficiency that we're seeing out of this Pleasant Grove Hawk offense tonight has been extremely efficient. They've scored on every possession that they've had. 7 possessions, 7 scores, so they come into this second half leading 49-0, but Spring Hill does have the opportunity to get some points here on the board as they had the opening kickoff on the second half.
Expect to see a lot of different folks out there for the Hawks here in the second half as we get this thing started. We'll see. Try to get as many of those names called as possible. Brody Proctor and company for Spring Hill with 2 to the left side. Hand off to a tailback, and similar to how we ended the first quarter, the Hawks get right back in the middle of that. Jamie King was the first man there, and he provides no quarter whatsoever to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 to go.
And bringing you some halftime scores, Van Vandals lead Gilmer 27-24, and looks like Paris North Lamar is getting beat by Pittsburgh 31-7. Atlanta is leading 21-7 over the Leopards.
Little pass out of the backfield over the head of the intended receiver. Goodness gracious, sorry about that. Easy for me to say. To bring up 3rd down and 12. It's a Texas high score over there.
Let's see if we can't get that pulled up as well.
Spring Hill looks over to the sideline.
Texas High is leading 14-9 over the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And looks like the Hooks is trailing Dangerfield 35-26.
A little bit of a back and forth game there. Back when I was in high school, Dangerfield was always the first game in the playoffs. Little late pitch here on the End around from Spring Hill, and again, the Hawks just do a good job of spreading that thing out and not allowing the ball carrier to get the corner. Jaden Brown, junior defensive back, goes over there to make the stop for the Hawks.
Yeah, he had a pick 6 last week, and for his second interception of the season, and his tackles around 14 with that last play.
It'll bring up 4th down, and once again bring out the punt unit for Spring Hill. And so another drive for the Panthers that starts on their own 25-yard line, and they're unable to get a first down, and we forced a punt here. James Solomon standing near the Hawk 35. Knuckleball style kick. And it'll be down at the 32-yard line. And so the Hawks will have it there. Feel like we'll probably see the first team offense come out of the halftime locker room and just make sure they get out, play, get the cobwebs out. One of those things that prepares you for playoff runs as you go further. And then I'm kind of like you, interested to see what the Hawks do after that. Saw a little Wildcat earlier with Nick Bales. We may get to see some more of that, maybe see which one of the running backs has the best arm potentially. If we try to put one of them back there.
Well, Coach Yancey went out there like he wanted to go one more series, but the coaches have sort of waved him off.
They did. They're not going to put him out there, and so Nick Bales is going out there. Nope. Got number 17 out there for the Hawks. That's Judson Halter. So Halter is out there.
Oh, we just have a different number this week.
Yeah. They put him in 17. So, yeah, we thought he wasn't there from last week. So Halter, the freshman, came in last week, threw a touchdown pass in that game. Hands this one off to Nick Bales, and Bales picks up 8 yards on first down, 2nd down and 2 to go.
Yeah, Halter stepped in last week, played a lot of the second half, and had some very good touch on quite a few passes that he threw.
Coach is waiting until we get inside of 20 seconds before they even send the play in. Just trying to let some clock roll out here. 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side. Halter hands the ball off to the tailback. Ball comes on the ground. Marcus Floyd. And it's going to be recovered by Spring Hill. And so Floyd really just never saw that thing in. And so Spring Hill, for the first time tonight, with the ball inside Pleasant Grove territory. They're going to have it on the plus 41, and their best opportunity of the night to try to make something happen for their ball club.
Yeah, that is only the second lost fumble that Pleasant Grove has had this season.
Yep, and that one in the Kilgore game down inside our own 10. That one was particularly rough, and then this one here. And like I say, Floyd just never really got a firm grasp on that ball before he was starting to run. So now we'll see what the Panthers can do here. Proctor hands the ball off. He takes a shot at the end of that play. The ball carrier picks up a couple, gets it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line before he's bottled up.
Yeah, Jalen Foster thought that the quarterback still had the ball, and quarterback was pleading with the white hat to maybe get a call there.
You carried out that fake just a little bit too well. Yeah, Foster, he may have had a little bit of gripe there. 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side now. Proctor drops back. He wants to throw. Has some time. Fires across the middle. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Hawks get it right back. Seth Gunlock sees that one in. And so the Hawks get it back after 2 plays. Lost a fumble, and now Pleasant Grove will have it first down and 10 inside our own 15 at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that's Seth's 3rd interception of the season. So congratulations to him.
Good things happen when you get around the ball. Bringing it out there. Jaden Withard out there. Corbin Gibson Getting some playing time out there. Jackson Patterson, good to have him back out. 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right side. And the ball off to Palmer Gibbs, and he comes around the left side, and Asher Young is going to get credit in the record books for a tackle.
Yeah, I kept waiting for.
He may not want it.
Palmer Gibbs moved the ball to the left side of to the left hand from his right hand, but he just kept it in his right hand and just wanted to barrel over a Spring Hill player or two. He is just such a tough runner and willing to take it right to the defense.
It's enough for the first down. First and 10 at the 26. Yeah, he runs like he's mad at somebody.
And since I'm up here, I'm good with that.
Yeah, hey, just don't get down there trying to mess with him. Halter hands it off this time to Nick Bells. Bells breaks free of a couple of tackles, and now he's going to reverse field. Halter's out leading the way blocking, and Bells is going to turn what would have been a loss into a big gain and maybe more as he gets across midfield all the way down inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Nick Bells, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Nick Bells
just
is
a beautiful
easily,
piece of running.
Yes, easily over 100 yards for the night, and just great running there, and just able to wait out Spring Hill getting out of their lanes and takes it back outside and comes off for a breather.
Looks like well, yeah, he ran 112 yards to gain 60 on that one. I tell you, though, that's just keeping your feet moving and just incredible balance there by Nick Bells on a play that looked like it was dead in the water in the backfield. First and 10 now for the Hawks, 2 left side, 1 right side. Halter hands off this time. Marcus Floyd trying to come around the left side, still on his feet, all the way down near the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal. And there's a Spring Hill Panther at the end of that one who Floyd ran into right at the goal line there. Made the tackle, but he is shaken up on that play. Good to see Floyd get back out there. You know, he was not happy about the fumble the last time he had a chance to touch the ball. Panther player down out there is Brock Norris. Let's see if they...
Yeah, I don't see the Spring Hill coach maybe asking for some assistance, but he definitely was flailing a little bit.
Yep, he's maybe just trying to catch his breath down there.
All right, he's starting to get up on his feet, so that's a great sign there.
Like to see that. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him just a little bit. He just wanted his coach to come out there and check on him, I guess.
I like the little Halter QB sneak.
Yeah. Let him get him a score here as a freshman. I like the opportunity for Halter to come in and play in games like this and get as many reps as possible because always one play away from needing to be the guy. So get him off the field, and now we're back out there. The clock rolls inside of 4:40 remaining here in the third quarter.
Looks like Yancey is back in.
Yep. Yancey and Halter both, it looks like, are out there. Yeah, I think I saw 17 also. Let's see what we got happening here. We may just let this thing go all the way down and then call a timeout. And we're going to get a delay game and back this thing up 5 yards. So, seemed kind of intentional, and this may just be some situational work that the coaches are wanting to work here. Maybe a 2-point conversion style play or something like that. Backs it up to the 6-yard line.
And there has been an agreement to just keep the clock rolling the rest of the game.
So we'll see what the what the Hawks elect to do here in the waning minutes of the third. We've had a punt from Spring Hill, a lost fumble by the Hawks, an interception. Spring Hill, Yancey throwing toward the end zone, has a man there, caught, touchdown. Is Bam Harris, his second touchdown reception of the game. Lights were a little bit slow cranking up there on that click. So there's a 6-yard reception by Harris. And really it may have been just back up just a little bit to give you a little bit more room to work with. Yowell's kick is up. It is good. 3:03 remaining in the third quarter. Hawks 56, Panthers 0. We'll take a break. Listening to Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, folks, welcome back here after the 6-yard Bam Harris touchdown. Spreads the Hawk lead to 56-0. James Solomon set to kick off once again. We're in the final minute and a half or so of the third quarter. Now, for one, Jay, we'll be glad to get a little bit of rest on a Saturday and maybe try to get over whatever is outside trying to whip on me.
Well, I'll be up around 5:30 heading to Dallas to pick up my oldest daughter.
Yeah?
And we've got some wedding showers to attend. She's going to work from home this coming week.
It'd be nice to have her back around a little bit, I guess.
Absolutely.
This one, she lives in New York, is that right?
New York City.
You wouldn't spring for that flight to get her to Texarkana, Dad?
She didn't ask.
I mean, what are we doing?
And I wouldn't have, but...
I mean, what? Just, hey, you know what, sweetie, if you're watching, just tell your dad to do better. Tell him to spend some of this game day money and
she's done that before.
Use some of this game day money and fly you into Texarkana.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Next time.
Next time. We'll get you taken care of. Kickoff goes into the end zone once again. Spring Hill will start on their own 25-yard line. Excuse me. One receiver split out to each side. And we got a flag coming in.
We don't always have a lot of good college football games on Friday.
Yeah.
But Louisville is beating Miami 24-13 with 7:50 left in the game.
Really?
And so Donnie Reed's out there crying somewhere.
Having a stressful day, isn't he?
He is. Can't wait to see him on Thursday morning if that holds out.
Folks, if you don't watch the sideline on Thursday mornings at 7, missing a lot of entertainment and also a little bit of insight on football. From around the way, it's right here on Texarkana Game Day every week. We see the complete pass for Spring Hill. Gets them up near the 28-yard line. It's the end of the third quarter. Your score after 3 is Hawks 56, Panthers 0. We'll stay here with it, though. With the sideline show, Jay, I know there's some of you guys that are on there every week. You got some guests each time and all that, but usually you're on there, and sometimes Morgan's on there. And
well, it's fun. We were able to recap the games from the previous week and start sharing a little bit as far as what we've learned as far as the upcoming weeks and, you know, how maybe some of course, it's still early to really start talking about playoff implications, but we start, paying attention to who's going to be, what position, and
Yep.
at what week do you play this team in the playoffs, and we've got some great teams around here.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that we have so much fun with just the inner rivalries.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you could have some, banter back and forth, and so sometimes it's, there's been a couple of weeks as a Texas fan, I can get my feelings
just
hurt.
get whipped on a little bit, yeah.
We've got some Arkansas fans that get their feelings hurt every once in a while, and then you've got some high school. But it's just fun to be able to continue to celebrate our local student athletes for sure.
Yeah, and so again, that's every Thursday, right here, wherever you're watching Texarkana Game Day. You'll be able to catch the sideline there as well. All right, getting ready to start the fourth quarter now. Hawks up 56-0. Waiting on Spring Hill, Brody Proctor and company. And the ball off to a little end around to the receiver. He picks up maybe 5 yards on the play up to the 30. We brought down there. It'll be second down. And 10 to go.
And Terrell Patton making the stop before he gets any further than a 5-yard gain.
Glad to see Patton out there doing that. You had alluded to it before, but man, he took a little while to get up early in the game. He came off limping pretty good. Just goes to show you there, Jay, that these young cats recover a little bit better than we do.
Had that discussion tonight with some of my
Did
fellow
you?
classmates.
Yeah. Now, was John Bunch a classmate? I saw him out there. Okay,
yes.
so you work with him out at A&M. And
yes. Yeah, he was part of the Pride in Motion, and he was an incredible trumpet player. He led the brass section most evenings.
We could have done us an alumni band, had some of those cats get out there and see if they could dust their chops off a little bit.
Well, I will put Brandon Epperson up against any other drummer that has come through Pleasant Grove. He was pretty incredible. He had a lot of solos his junior and senior year.
That's awesome. Excuse me. Sorry about them. Tell you what, it's definitely all of these things that you see on a Friday night, but band for sure. Something that the kids have to put a lot of time into. It teaches discipline, teaches relying on each other and all that. I said it a lot of times. I hear employers talk a lot about kids and who they have showing up for them and all that. And I want to tell them, man, go get you a kid that was busy on a Friday night, be it from a football player, band member, cheerleader, drill team, video kids, running stuff for PGTV. You get you somebody that was doing that kind of stuff, and you're going to find somebody that has some work ethics and discipline as a team player, and somebody that you're going to be able to count on, because you're not successful in any of these things if you don't have those. And so just really exciting to see all those opportunities for kids, and you see it really a lot on a Friday night when you got 300 students involved in what it takes to make a Friday night happen. Halter on the quarterback keeper here, coming around the left side, gets it up across the 40, 5-yard pickup on first down.
Well, you even look at the student council.
Oh yeah,
they're the ones that are typically cleaning up the stands after the games, and so you've got hundreds of students that put in time to make Friday night for these fans.
And again, and it's something that sticks with them. I've told several people just about sitting up here on homecoming and watching your daughter and Brooklyn Bearden, who's the current Showstopper director, who was a Showstopper, just watching them and the girls out there and kind of following along the motions themselves. And you can just tell it's something that makes a huge impact even when you've been out of school for a few years, or a lot of few years, as it were, maybe for my friend to the right here.
Well, we'll
Nick Bells picks up the first down there.
Yeah, I was going to take it straight to the first down that Nick got. Take it away from the age.
Change the,
I don't know if timeism is a word, but just.
And it's rough times when they put your graduation date out there on all your stuff. It's real rough times when you work for a school and you see that none of these kids were born before you got out of college. And it seemed to happen quick. First down, though, for Nick Bells up to the 47-yard line as we roll inside of 7.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Floyd, rather. Off tackle carry, gets it across midfield now into Panther territory down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 1.
Marcus Floyd's approaching 100 yards. He had his first 100-yard game last week and has just been running real good tonight.
So he comes out of the game. Jalen Foster coming in.
This is the first that I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I saw 2 people come out, but I didn't see a. Okay, so Gibbs came in for Floyd. Foster came in at receiver. I was thinking the same thing. I thought he was coming in to play tailback. Palmer Gibbs, fumbled. Ball bounces out. Man, looks like Spring Hill got it. I don't even know how that ball came out. It went behind Palmer Gibbs' back.
Spring Hill's going to have it. Yeah, Spring Hill's going to have 1st and 10 at their own 43. 6:13 and rolling clock left in this game.
So the Hawks lost a fumble in the 3rd quarter. Followed it up immediately with an interception. See how that goes. Got some other numbers out there on the field. Nick Rodriguez out there playing strong safety. Jaden Brown out there at receiver. Jaden King over at cornerback on the bottom of your screen. Quarterback is going to keep this time for Spring Hill. It had a few options and decided just to pull it down and run with it. Seth Gunlock comes up to make the tackle on him.
Well, as we get closer to the end of this game, you may want to switch over to the Texas High Mount Pleasant game once this one's over. Texas High's leading there 14-9, 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
I really feel like the Tigers are going to be able to pull that one out.
I think the Tigers are going to win.
2nd and 8. Quarterback wants to throw, and it's intercepted once again. And the return is on at the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Seth Gunlock. This time his interception comes with a score.
Right place, right time. Seth with his 2nd interception of the evening. This one being a pick 6. And so that makes interception number 4 for the season for Seth. Put the Hawks at 62-0 with an extra point awaiting.
Hawks getting the extra point team out there. Owls kick is up and good. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Hawks lead at 63-0. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana Game Day.
Family owned and operated. State-of-the-art equipment. Largest slab yard in Texarkana. With a knowledgeable sales staff that's ready to serve you.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Pleasant Grove, Hawks leading at 63-0.
Yeah, I think so far tonight, Seth probably has my defensive player of the game locked up. He's made some good stops, and then 2 key turnovers after, or 2 key interceptions after PG turnovers to keep the momentum on the PG side.
The student section is chanting, "I believe that we will win."
I agree.
I mean, I can't say they're incorrect, but it's a fine time to be so confident, I suppose. All I'm going to say. They could have started that.
Yeah, but you probably don't need to start it any earlier than about right now.
I guess.
It's good sportsmanship.
James Solomon. This one just goes through the hands of the return man.
So I'm assuming the clock will stop at the 2-minute timeout.
We'll see. Nope. Yep, they are. We'll stop it at the 2-minute timeout. Let's see how long. I think they put that in because they want them to be able to get water breaks or something.
Yeah, I think it was
like
a
that.
safety. I think it was a safety, mechanism, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Spring Hill once again trying to move the ball down the field, put some points on the board.
You know that Coach Darby and that defense would like to pitch a shutout. Last week's only score for North Lamar was on a kickoff return on special teams. Spring Hill is bottled up there right at the line of scrimmage. 64, Victor Williams, sophomore, out there making that play.
Spring Hill will play North Lamar next week, followed up by Gilmer and then Pittsburgh. So they've still got some tough games remaining.
And the Pittsburgh game may come out to be a big one. May have some playoff implications on the line. Interested to see how this Van Gilmer game ends up tonight as well, as we roll inside of a minute remaining in this one. I'll tell you won't see it on the scoreboard, but I do think Spring Hill has some athletes, and they got a lot of young cats on the roster. Just tonight completely outmatched here versus Pleasant Grove. Van is leading Gilmer 41-31, 30 seconds left in the third quarter of that game. So very we'll put Van in second place in district. And that's going to be the way that this thing winds down. Your final here from Pleasant Grove: Hawks 56, Panthers 0. We will see you next Friday down in Gilmer as we go to take on the Buckeyes. Big game always as we travel to take on the folks in orange and black about an hour and a half down the road. We hope that you'll join us there in person, if not right here on Texarkana Game Day. But a big win here, Jay, and you and your fellow classmates have something to celebrate tomorrow at Zapatas. And wish you guys the best. Hope y'all have a great time catching up with each other and maybe getting to share about some of your times when you were here. But for all of us here at Texarkana Game Day, Donovan, our producer, and to my right is Jay Davis. I'm Matt Fry. Thank you for joining us this week. Jay, any parting words?
Go Hawks!
We'll see you in Gilmer. You're watching Pleasant Grove Hawk football on Texarkana.